Have you ever questioned whether traveling after 70 is still a wise decision? Exploring new destinations and immersing yourself in different cultures can be exciting, but there are significant risks that many older adults overlook until they're faced with them firsthand. As we age, both our bodies and minds undergo changes that can make travel more tiring, unpredictable, and even hazardous. Many assume they can maintain the same travel pace they did in their younger years. But the truth is that after 70, travel comes with specific challenges that can turn what should be a relaxing getaway into a stressful or even dangerous experience. In this video, we'll uncover 5 crucial reasons why traveling at this stage in life can pose unexpected risks, from sudden health complications to financial pitfalls that could take a toll on your savings. Each of these factors will shed light on the difficulties older adults may encounter while traveling. By the end, you'll gain a better understanding of why extra precautions are necessary and how to safeguard yourself if you decide to take a trip. Make sure to stay until the end, as the final reason on our list is one that often catches seniors off guard. Yet, it's one of the most common ways travelers lose money, time, and peace of mind. Before we begin, take a moment to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss valuable insights like these. Now, let's get started. Danger 1. Increased health risks and medical emergencies. Traveling after 70 can be an enriching experience, but it also comes with certain health risks that shouldn't be ignored. As we age, our bodies respond differently to stress, fatigue, and changes in environment. A minor issue at home, like mild dehydration or a temporary rise in blood pressure, can escalate quickly into a serious medical event while traveling. The unfamiliarity of a new place, limited access to quality healthcare, and the unpredictability of emergencies make it essential to plan ahead. One of the biggest concerns is the availability of immediate medical care. At home, a doctor's office or hospital might be just a short drive away, but abroad, or even on a cruise ship, accessing urgent medical help can be much more complicated. Long flights can increase the risk of blood clots. High altitudes can strain the heart and lungs, and unfamiliar foods or dehydration can trigger unexpected reactions. Many seniors also don't realize that travel insurance policies don't always cover pre-existing conditions, leaving them vulnerable to high out-of-pocket costs in a foreign country. This is exactly what happened to James, a 74-year-old retiree who had always loved to travel. He had taken cruises before and felt confident in his ability to handle the journey. But one night, deep at sea, he began experiencing severe chest pain. The ship's medical team was able to monitor his condition, but he needed hospital care, something that simply wasn't available in the middle of the ocean. By the time he was airlifted to the nearest medical facility, valuable hours had passed. He was fortunate to receive treatment in time, but the experience left him shaken and forced him to rethink how he approached travel in the future. So, how can you avoid a similar situation? Preparation is key. Before you travel, schedule a visit with your doctor to assess whether your health is stable enough for the trip you're planning. Discuss any potential risks based on your destination. High altitudes, extreme heat, or prolonged periods of walking can all present unique challenges. If you take medication, ensure you have enough for the entire trip, plus extra in case of delays. Carry a detailed list of your prescriptions, allergies, and medical conditions in both digital and paper form, so it's easy to share with a doctor if needed. It's also crucial to research the healthcare system of your destination. Know where the nearest hospitals or urgent care centers are located, and find out whether they accept foreign patients. If traveling to a country where English isn't widely spoken, consider carrying a translated version of your medical history. Travel medical insurance is another must-have. Choose a policy that covers both emergency treatment and medical evacuations, as the cost of being transported to a hospital from a remote area can be staggering. Despite these risks, traveling after 70 is still possible, and with the right precautions, it can be both safe and fulfilling. A few extra steps in preparation can mean the difference between a stress-free adventure and a preventable emergency. By taking care of your health before and during your travels, you can explore the world with confidence, knowing you're ready for whatever comes your way. Danger 2. Exposure to infections and foodborne illnesses. When you imagine your dream trip, you probably think about breathtaking sights, delicious new foods, and unforgettable experiences. What you don't picture is being stuck in a hotel room with a fever, stomach pain, or exhaustion that leaves you too weak to enjoy your journey. Yet, for many seniors, this is a common reality. Traveling exposes you to a wide range of germs and bacteria that your body isn't used to. And for those over 70, a minor infection can quickly turn into something serious. Crowded spaces like airports, airplanes, and public transportation are breeding grounds for viruses and bacteria. You're touching surfaces thousands of people have touched before you: seatbelts, tray tables, escalator rails, and bathroom doors. The air on long flights is circulated, making it easy to inhale germs from the person coughing a few rows ahead. Unlike younger travelers who might shake off a mild illness, seniors often have weaker immune systems, making them more vulnerable to complications like pneumonia or prolonged flu symptoms. Even food and water, two of the great pleasures of travel, can pose hidden risks. In some destinations, the bacteria in local water sources differ from what your body is accustomed to. What may cause mild discomfort in a younger traveler can lead to severe dehydration or hospitalization for an older adult. Raw vegetables, unpasteurized dairy, and street food may carry harmful bacteria that your system isn't equipped to handle. This is why medical experts warn that seniors are at a significantly higher risk for infections while traveling. Studies show that older adults are more susceptible to respiratory illnesses, foodborne diseases, and gastrointestinal infections, which can be exacerbated by changes in diet, climate, and routine. But don't let this discourage you. Staying healthy while traveling is completely possible with the right precautions. First, protect yourself in high-risk areas. When navigating airports or crowded tourist sites, wearing a lightweight mask can reduce your exposure to airborne germs. Frequent hand washing is one of the most effective ways to prevent illness. Always wash before eating and after touching public surfaces. Carrying a small bottle of hand sanitizer makes it easy to stay protected when soap and water aren't available. Being mindful of what you eat and drink is just as important. If you're traveling abroad, stick to bottled water, even for brushing your teeth, and avoid ice cubes unless you're certain they're made from purified water. Choose cooked foods over raw vegetables or seafood, especially in places where food safety standards may be different from those in the US. And while it can be tempting to try everything, introduce new foods gradually. Your digestive system may need time to adjust. It's also wise to pack a small health kit with essentials like anti-nausea medication, electrolytes, and any prescriptions your doctor recommends for travel. Some seniors also benefit from taking immune-boosting vitamins before and during their trip to strengthen their defenses. The good news? A few simple precautions can make all the difference. By taking steps to protect yourself, you can focus on what truly matters, enjoying your travels with confidence and peace of mind. Danger 3. Travel fatigue and recovery challenges. Traveling is an adventure, but it also demands a lot from your body. Long flights, layovers, new time zones, and hours of walking. It's a recipe for exhaustion. In your 40s or 50s, pushing through fatigue was easier. But after 70, the physical toll of travel is much greater. What starts as excitement can quickly turn into overwhelming exhaustion, leaving you drained instead of energized by your trip. Many seniors don't realize just how much stamina travel requires until they're already struggling. Airports mean long lines and rushing between gates. Flights can last hours, often with limited space to move around. Once you arrive, adjusting to a new time zone disrupts your sleep, while sightseeing can involve more walking than you expected. Instead of feeling refreshed, you may find yourself battling sore muscles, brain fog, and sheer exhaustion, making it harder to enjoy your destination. Fatigue isn't just uncomfortable, it affects your overall well-being. Studies show that disrupted sleep weakens the immune system, making you more vulnerable to illness. Travel exhaustion can also impact mental clarity, increasing the risk of confusion or even minor accidents like trips and falls. And if you push too hard, your body may take much longer to recover once you return home. Richard, 75, and his wife had been looking forward to their 2-week vacation in Europe for years. They booked a packed itinerary, historical sites, guided tours, and new cities every few days. But after their 10-hour flight and 6-hour time zone shift, Richard struggled to adjust. He woke up groggy, had trouble keeping up with the fast-paced walking tours, and needed frequent breaks. Just when he started feeling normal again, it was time to fly home. The trip left him so drained that it took weeks to fully recover. What was meant to be a dream vacation ended up feeling like an endurance test. But travel fatigue isn't inevitable. It just requires smarter planning. Instead of overloading your schedule, build in rest days. Consider staying in one place longer rather than hopping between multiple cities. A slower pace allows you to truly absorb your surroundings without pushing your body past its limits. When booking flights, look for layovers long enough to stretch and walk around. Sitting for too long on a plane can cause stiffness or even increase the risk of blood clots. Staying hydrated is another key to fighting fatigue. Airplane cabins are dry, and dehydration can make jet lag worse, so drink plenty of water and bring healthy snacks to keep your energy steady. Sleep is your greatest tool for recovery, but time zone changes can make it difficult. Try to align your sleep schedule with your destination before you leave. Going to bed and waking up an hour earlier or later in the days leading up to your trip can help your body adjust. Once you arrive, naps can be helpful, but keep them short so they don't interfere with nighttime sleep. The key to a fulfilling trip is balance. By listening to your body, pacing yourself, and planning ahead, you can enjoy your travels without coming home feeling like you need another vacation just to recover. If you've stayed with me this far, I hope these insights have given you valuable things to consider. If you found this information helpful, please subscribe and share it with someone who might benefit from it. Now, let's continue. Danger 4. Higher risk of falls and injuries. Travel is about discovery, new landscapes, historic streets, breathtaking views. But what many don't realize is that the very things that make a destination charming can also pose unexpected risks. Slippery hotel floors, uneven cobblestone streets, poorly lit staircases, and unfamiliar layouts can all increase the likelihood of a fall. And while a stumble in your own home might result in little more than a bruise, falling in an unfamiliar place, far from your usual doctors and support system, can be far more serious. Many popular travel spots, especially those rich in history, weren't designed with accessibility in mind. Old European cities feature beautiful but challenging pathways. Temples have steep steps with no railings, and even luxury resorts can have hazards like wet poolside tiles or poorly marked elevation changes. Something as simple as missing a step in a dimly lit hotel hallway can lead to a twisted ankle or, worse, a serious injury. Why does this matter? Because falls are the leading cause of injury-related hospitalizations for older adults. Every year in the U.S. alone, nearly 3 million seniors visit the emergency room due to falls. But what's even more concerning is that falls often lead to complications beyond the initial injury. Hip fractures, in particular, can require surgery and lengthy recovery periods, and many seniors struggle to regain their previous level of mobility after such incidents. Studies show that fall risks increase significantly in unfamiliar environments. When you're at home, you instinctively know where everything is, where the carpet ends, where the steps begin, how to navigate from the bedroom to the kitchen in the dark. But in a hotel room or a rented apartment, the smallest misstep can catch you off guard. Even luggage left in the wrong spot can turn into an obstacle. But here's the good news. A few simple precautions can dramatically reduce your risk. Start by choosing your destination wisely. If you have mobility concerns, opt for locations that prioritize accessibility. Places with well-paved sidewalks, ramps, elevators, and good lighting. Before booking accommodations, check reviews to see if past guests mention issues like steep staircases, lack of handrails, or slippery bathroom tiles. Your footwear is another critical factor. While sandals and flip-flops may seem like the go-to choice for warm weather destinations, they provide little to no support. Instead, choose comfortable, well-fitted shoes with good traction to prevent slipping. If balance is a concern, consider using a walking stick or a cane for added stability, especially on unfamiliar terrain. Rest is just as important as preparation. Travel can be exhausting, and fatigue makes falls more likely. Plan your days with built-in breaks, allowing yourself time to recharge instead of pushing through hours of walking without pause. If you feel unsteady, don't hesitate to ask for assistance. Many airports, museums, and attractions offer mobility support or wheelchair rentals to help you navigate safely. Ultimately, travel should be about enjoyment, not anxiety. A few mindful choices can mean the difference between a trip that's safe and fulfilling versus one interrupted by an avoidable accident. By staying aware of potential hazards and taking simple preventive steps, you can focus on what truly matters, making memories without unnecessary risk. Danger 5. Financial risks and travel insurance issues. Traveling should be about relaxation and adventure, but for many seniors, an overlooked risk lurks beneath the excitement. Financial pitfalls that can turn a dream trip into a costly nightmare. Many older travelers assume their regular health insurance will cover them wherever they go, only to discover too late that most U.S. health plans, including Medicare, do not provide coverage outside the country. A simple hospital visit abroad can cost thousands, and in the case of a serious emergency, medical evacuations can exceed $50,000. Beyond medical expenses, there's another danger: scams. Tourist destinations are hotspots for fraud, and seniors are often targeted. Fake taxi drivers charge exorbitant rates, counterfeit tour companies take payments and disappear, and credit card fraud is common in unfamiliar places. Even online travel bookings can be risky. Many travelers arrive at their destination only to find that their discounted hotel deal doesn't exist, forcing them to scramble for last-minute accommodations while losing their hard-earned money. Consider what happened to George, a 76-year-old retiree who had carefully planned a tropical getaway. He found a beautiful beachfront rental at an unbeatable price on a website he'd never used before. The photos looked perfect, the location seemed ideal, and the listing had glowing reviews. But when he arrived, there was no hotel, just an empty lot where the building was supposed to be. He had unknowingly wired his money to a scammer, and with limited funds left, he had to settle for an overpriced last-minute hotel. What was supposed to be a relaxing vacation turned into a stressful financial ordeal. So, how can you protect yourself? The first and most important step is to get comprehensive travel insurance that covers medical emergencies, trip cancellations, and emergency evacuations. Many policies offer coverage for unexpected illnesses or injuries, ensuring you won't be left paying out of pocket for an expensive overseas hospital stay. It's also crucial to check the fine print. Some policies exclude pre-existing conditions or have age restrictions, so choose one that aligns with your needs. Booking your travel through reputable sources is another safeguard. Stick to well-known websites, official hotel chains, and established tour companies. If a deal seems too good to be true, it probably is. Before making a payment, look up reviews on trusted sites like TripAdvisor or ask a travel agent for guidance. When making purchases abroad, credit cards are safer than debit cards. Credit card companies often have fraud protection policies that can help you recover lost funds, whereas debit cards can leave your bank account vulnerable. If possible, carry a backup card in case one is lost or compromised. Finally, be cautious when handling money and personal information. Use hotel safes to store valuables. Be wary of strangers offering unsolicited deals, and avoid withdrawing large amounts of cash in public places. A few simple precautions can prevent financial losses and ensure your trip remains stress-free. Travel should be an enriching experience, not a financial burden. With the right planning, you can protect yourself from scams, unexpected medical costs, and unnecessary stress, allowing you to focus on what truly matters, enjoying your journey with confidence and peace of mind. Traveling after 70 should be a source of joy, not stress. While risks exist, they don't have to stop you from exploring the world. With the right preparation, whether it's securing travel insurance, taking health precautions, or planning for accessibility, you can turn potential challenges into manageable steps. A little foresight can mean the difference between a smooth, enjoyable trip and unexpected setbacks. Which of these travel risks surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if this video helped you feel more informed and prepared, don't forget to like and subscribe for more essential tips on staying safe, healthy, and confident in your golden years. Safe travels, and remember, adventure doesn't have to end at 70. It just requires a little extra planning to make it truly enjoyable.